Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sam Schultz, and I'm joined by Andrew Gleason in our booth for the 2023 Junior National Championships here in Pleasanton, California. We have an exciting match for you this morning. The number 8 seed out of California, Ian Dunn, versus the number 10 seed, Krish Thakur, also out of California. This is the national championship match for men's 21 and under singles. Our head referee, Erica Mania. Line judges on the left, USAR's Jonathan Greenberg. On the right, Pro Kenix's Izzy Torres. Krish Thakur won the coin toss, elects to serve. Great shot right there by Krish. Interesting to note, Andrew, both of these gentlemen had first round matchups. The top 4 seeds for this men's 21 and under singles division all fell in their first round matchups. Anything to make of that?
Maybe it's the seeding, maybe it's just an unexpected turn. The seedings can't really predict how these players will actually play. And in this case, I don't think anyone really expected Ian and Krish to be a matchup in the finals, but they definitely put in the work and it's showing. It's already looking exciting.
Yeah, 0 serving 1. Ian gets himself in the service box. Like you said, both of these players willing to put in the work. Ian wants it. We saw him yesterday in the semifinals against Tucker Elkins. Passionate with his doubles partner, Paul Saraceno, in his corner, as well as his mom, Coach Fran Davis, for Team Dovetail sitting over there. 1 serving 1, done in the service box. Call was short serve. Ian looks to Paul to see if he should appeal. No appeal. Maybe tried for a little bit too much right there was Krish. 2-1, Ian Dunn. See if he can get out to a commanding lead as he did yesterday on Tucker. These gentlemen have never played each other before in a tournament, as reported by USAR. And Andrew, do we have any predictions on this matchup? Who you think will win? Tiebreaker, 2 games.
Based on Krish's results for this bracket, I would say that it should be a tiebreaker since all his matches so far have been tiebreakers in singles. But Ian's probably looking to close that gap in 2, and if he's shooting down the lines the way he was for the first 2 points, it might go 2 games.
As you said, Krish has had every game in a tiebreaker so far this tournament in singles. Ian Dunn has finished every match in 2 games. So Ian Dunn, definitely someone who likes to finish out matches quickly, who likes to finish out rallies quickly with his power. Ace serve, serve return kills. Not looking to get in that rally where Krish is. Looking to get in that rally, capitalize on his speed and finesse. 2 serving 2, Ian Dunn in the service box. Once we get a little bit later into this match, I look for Ian Dunn start to loosening up. Maybe get some yelling, some screaming out of him. That's how he shows his passion. Krish, not so much. He's more of a cool, calm, and collective, level-headed player. Great shot right there. Splat winner by Ian Dunn. Just had Krish out of position. 4 serving 2. And Andrew, I know you played Krish in the first round, was watching that match. Any weaknesses, any tendencies, strengths of his game that you look for might happen here?
Well, I wouldn't say there's very many consistent weaknesses. Usually the momentum just carries around, and you may have a string where you're not quite shooting the backhand as low or as wide as you may want it. But I think that would just be with the problem with Krish. He might get into a little rut, perhaps, especially on the serve.
Yeah, I see him having to go to a second serve there. He got in the service box by automatic avoidable. Hit Ian Dunn in the backswing. Ball was called a skip by Erica Mania. Immediate appeal by Ian Dunn. Call was a skip ball. Both thumbs go up. 2 appeals remaining for Ian Dunn. He loses 1 and Krish scores a point. Both of these players very tall, very lanky, good reach. Not going to let a lot of balls get by him. Be able to track a lot down. You see Ian wearing those knee pads. He's in the black shirt. Krish Thakor, a long sleeve head gray shirt. Won't dive as much as Ian, but doesn't need to with his reach. Four serving 4. Correction, 5-4. Ian tries to jump that drive serve. Does so, gets it back to the front wall, but just unable to do anything with it. Six serving 4. Drive serve. Screen, second serve. See if Ian Dunn can get himself back in the service box. Maybe give up 1 more point. We'll see a timeout by Ian Dunn if he does. Krish just slips a little bit right there in the center of the court. And Ian does just that, getting himself back in the service box. 4 serving 6. Krish trying to go for a little bit too much right there. Head high shooting. When it works, it's pretty, it's beautiful. When it doesn't, it's a skip, loss of rally, loss of a point. Looks like it'll be an ace, I believe. It's called by Erica Mania. And back-to-back aces right there for Ian Dunn. 7 serving 6. Getting through this game at a blistering pace. Not a ton of side outs. Scoring coming in bunches so far. Ian set up, center of the court. Good track down by Krish. And even if Ian Dunn executed that shot right there, shot selection wasn't the best. Had that whole right side open. Just how important is shot selection in today's game of racquetball, Andrew?
Shot selection is absolutely everything, but I don't think that was actually a horrible shot. He had an open shot, and Krish was completely behind him, and that ball would have been double bounces definitely before the dotted line, and I'd say Krish wouldn't have been able to get it, possibly. But if he did, it probably would have been a weak return. So he was in a good position for the next rally. I mean, for the next shot, if the rally continued.
Definitely agree with you there. Well, shot selection is definitely everything, but if you execute even a poor shot well, puts your opponent out of position, doesn't allow them to retrieve the ball, or if they do, they're having to go up top, giving you a setup. A 9-serving-6 here. Ian Dunn in the driver's seat of game number 1. Going around the world right there for Ian Dunn. Doesn't make the solo trip all the way back. So Kirsch back in the service box. See if he can get his drive serve going. Had a lot of shorts, a lot of faults so far on his drive serve. Having to rely more on a second serve. And there's another short serve right there. Lob to Ian Dunn. Ian hasn't really done too much with that return of the lob serve right there, cutting it off. Nine serving 6. Ian Dunn, on the other hand, has been able to get his first serves in, been mixing them up. Some Z's, some straight ins, and as I say that, the announcer's curse is upon us. He hits a short serve.
We keep seeing a lot of skipping going on in this match. It seems to be they are trading blows, skip or skip. This match could definitely come down to who does less skipping.
Indeed it could. Unforced errors are killers, whether they're skips, whether you're setting up your opponent, double faults, long second serves, three wall serves. Unforced errors in the game of racquetball are killer. And there's a setup front court from Trish the core. He's able to put it away and punish Ian Dunn for the mistake he made. Of course, that mistake that Ian Dunn made wasn't huge on Ian Dunn's part. It was more done by the setup of Trish the core on the serve. Trish, another good serve, has to go to the back wall with that. Ian will shoot this one cross court. Good track down by Krish. Ian shooting time and time again. Now it's Krish's turn. Ian drops down to a knee, shoots it for a winner. See if he can get another point on the board. They're going to take a timeout on the court. We will too. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back here live in 30 seconds.
WIS Inventory Solutions, speed, accuracy, technology.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. My name is Samuel Schultz. I'm joined alongside me with Andrew Gleason, my doubles partner in the booth and on the court. We have the boys 21 and under national championship match where the 8th-seeded Ian Dunn is leading the 10th-seeded Krish Thakor, 9 serving 7. Ian back in the box, but he's been stuck on 9 for a while. See if this drive serve right here can put the momentum in his favor. Short second serve. With Ian Dunn's second serve, Krish has been stepping up to cut them off. That one nicked, was unable to. Ian will shoot this one. Just clips the side wall. Great get by Krish, but Ian punishes him as Krish had to go off the back wall. Ian recognizes it, steps up and shoots right down the line. 10 serving 7. Ian Dunn in the box, another short serve. Looks like he's just going back to that serve time and time again, that drive serve to the left side. And that is a very rare straight-in pass by Krish Thakor. The length and reach of both of these gentlemen, it's hard to pass either one of them without rolling the ball out or hitting a wall for a wide angle. Krish back in the service box. Screen serve called, second serve. Ian Dunn, he tends to be a little bit more patient on Krish's lob serves. Tries to shoot him from the back of the court. As he did right there, 2 bounces is the call. Ian Dunn wins that rally. And he's up 3 over Krish. 10 serving 7. Once again, our head referee for this match is pro Erica Mania, and United States #1 female. We have 2 line judges, Jonathan Greenberg and Izzy Torres. Players have 3 appeals per game. Ian Dunn has already used one of his. He has 2 remaining. Krish Thakor has all 3 of his remaining. Skip ball right there from Krish. Ian Dunn, 3 points away from victory and in control of game #1. See if he can close it out here, or if Krish can get back in the service box and get some momentum in his favor to try to grind his way back out. Off the back wall, Ian will want to shoot this one. Can't, goes up top. Krish up top too, ceiling ball rally. Dunn shooting, backhand. Krish this time backhand. Ian Dunn just couldn't go to get it. Ian Dunn in the back of the court, looking to his camp, looking to his doubles partner in Paul Saraceno for some coaching advice. Krish Thakor in the service box. Needs a point here to get some momentum on his side. Great rally right here. Ian Dunn jumping over that ball to have to go get it. Unable to go retrieve the next one. So a point and momentum starting to shift. Mix of serve by Krish Thakor. Going to that forehand side. Wasn't perfect, but it got the job done. Unfortunately, he just skips that backhand in. (12 serving 8). Dunn running to the back of the court, trying to set up on it and shoot that one. Just unable to. Hindsight may be 20/20 for Ian. Should have taken it with his backhand in the front of the court while he had Krish on his back. Great serve right there by Krish, but a better return by Ian Dunn. A tough return as we hear his camp yell. We've been stagnant at 12 serving 8 for a while. Who will score first? Will it be Ian or will it be Krish? Andrew, if you were a betting man, who do you think is scoring next in this match?
Ian has made several down-the-line shots that have been beautiful. I think both players are leaving the down-the-line open, so whichever player goes down the line first, I would say they have the better shot at getting the next point.
And Ian right there didn't necessarily go down the line with it, but capitalized on a skip from Krish Thakor, and he scores first after the stalemate at 12-8. Now we're at 13-8. Ian 2 points away from victory. Side out, avoidable call on a jam serve right to Krish's feet. You wonder on that holdup, Andrew, and correct me if I'm wrong, but as a player, you're not necessarily comfortable taking that jam serve right to the body, right to the feet. Are you holding up just trying to get a replay call, and then because of the way the rule is written, it's straight in, and you really try to sell it as an avoidable?
Absolutely. I think unless you are set up to the side wall, most of the time you are hoping for a replay, but you really, really want the avoidable just so you can get back in the box. And like you said with the rules, it is straight in, which that jam serve gives you the opportunity to be completely, have a straight in to your opponent. Oh, this should be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, Krish had the straight in, but he was definitely wrapped up, definitely jammed. Meanwhile, back on the court, 14-9, Ian Dunn had game point opportunity number 1. He doesn't capitalize. Krish Thakor takes a timeout. We will too. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back here for the USA National Championships in Pleasanton, California. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back live. My name is Samuel Schultz. I am joined by my doubles partner in the booth and on the court, Andrew Gleason. Ian Dunn leads game number 1, 14-9. Krish Thakor during the timeout changed his shirt. It's now in the pinkish red of the Mexican team's jersey from the Worlds a couple years back. Ian Dunn in the back in the black. See if he can get back in the service box. Bring a little AC/DC back in black. Ian probably should have held up there, swung through, and no call. He will appeal for a replay hinder.
Unfortunately, he did not put his racket up or show any intent on stopping, and he just swung through. So, and there we go. The line judges agree with the ref, so no call will be made.
No call was made. Ian Dunn, 1 appeal remaining. Now, if he was to use that appeal and lose it, he can still appeal on any game-ending rally. So whether it be he wins or Krish would win, he can appeal anything during that rally. There's unlimited appeals for both players during that game-ending rally. Want to make sure we get the last one right. Want to make sure we get them all as good as we can. Krish diving across the court. Good coverage right there. He'll shoot this one. You know he wants this. Ian Dunn to the back of the court, shooting off the back glass. Another dive. 2 bounces called. Krish is going to appeal the 2 bounces. I don't think it made the front wall regardless. And
1 up, 1 down.
1 up, 1 down. Call will stand. So if Krish did win that appeal, even though the ball did not make it back to the front wall, the play was stopped at the 2 bounce call. Would have been a replay of the rally. Krish, 2 appeals remaining. Ian, 1. Believe both players have 2 timeouts. Krish wanted to shoot that one. Game point opportunity number 2 comes through for Ian Dunn. He takes game number 1, 15-10. We'll be right back in about 2 minutes with game number 2 live with our 2023 Junior National Championships from Pleasanton, California.
Is this you every day you show up to the club? Do you have no purpose to your training? Do you not get better at racquetball? Hey, you. What the hell are you doing? You want to learn how to train for rows? Alright, let's get after it.
The Reaching Your Dream Foundation continues to support the future of racquetball by helping younger players grow both on and off the court. Longball LLC sells gearbox equipment. 100% of the net proceeds from sales used to help provide our juniors and collegiate club players with equipment to compete, as well as entry fees for local, state, and national tournaments, as well as attendance at events like USA Racquetball Junior Championships. Nebraska State Racquetball Association, made up of these 5 sponsors: Dave Anderson, Brian Goracki, Dan Muths, Charlie Pluskotch, and Carrie-Ann Greg Reitmeyer, is proud to promote racquetball in Nebraska and across the country. Good luck to all of the junior participants.
I'm Jessica Parrilla and I play with gearbox. A great athlete is about discipline, effort, constance. And before to be a great athlete, you have to be a great person. One of my future goals is be on the top 3 in the professional tour again. I did it once and I think I can go back there. I enjoy the passion of the game. I enjoy the passion of the life, of everything. And I always think like love is the first.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are back live from Pleasanton, California with the start of game number 2 between Ian Dunn and Chris Thakor for the men's 21 and under national championship match. Ian Dunn pumping himself up. Saw it a little bit in between games, talking with his camp, talking with his coaches. We see it now, pumping himself up in the service box. Chris Thakor right there gets a side out. 0 serving 1. Saw it was close in game number 1. Halfway through game 1. It was about 7-7, 6-7. Both players battling around, and then Ian really took command of that game late. One serving 1. Ever since Chris changed his shirt from long sleeves to short, he's been diving, he's been hitting down the lines, and I know it's not all in the shirt, has nothing to do with it, just an interesting anecdote. Chris will shoot this one. He does just that. He's gonna try to force a tiebreaker here. If it goes tiebreaker, I think it'll go Kirsch's way. It's in 2 games. Obviously, Ian will have to take it. Ian has won all of his matches in 2 so far this tournament. Chris has won all of his in 3 games. Ian Dunn just lost his racket out of his hand. Maybe some sweat forming on the glove. Another point on the board. Chris Thakor out to the early lead. 4 serving 1. See if Ian Dunn can stop the bleeding. Another skip right there. Think Ian's got to see one more serve from Chris and then take a timeout. If he doesn't win this rally, he should think about taking a timeout, stop the bleeding. Krish's serves have been on, maybe cool him off, regather yourself. That one skipped, you can tell he's frustrated, and a timeout comes at 6, serving 1. We'll take 1, 2. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back with more exciting action from Pleasanton, California in about 30 seconds.
WIS Inventory Solutions, Speed, Accuracy, Technology.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen, live with our national championship match for the men's 21 and under gold finals. Krish Thakor up early in the second game, 6 serving 1. Ian Dunn had just taken a timeout. He has 2 remaining. Try to cool Krish off. His serves have been working. His shots have been working. Cleaned up his shot selection quite a bit between game 1 and game 2. That's what has him a 5-point lead so far. Ian Dunn can get some drive serves working here. That one's just short. Nick lob. Krish shoots off the back. Good shot selection right there by Krish. So we said earlier, if it goes to a breaker, I think Krish has to take it. How about you, Andrew? If this goes to a breaker, who do you have?
I definitely think Krish will have it if it goes to a breaker. Ian's catching glimpses where he is on fire and he's shooting really well, but then he's also catching major gaps where he might want to consider going past shots instead of aiming for the bottom board, where he can potentially skip 3 or 4 in a row. That's where Krish is really capitalizing. Krish is doing a great job at defending Ian's low shots and keeping it away from 2 bounces, but then also making Ian be in a position where he could go for the bottom board and skip it.
That's a great serve right there. Bullet down the left side by Ian Dunn. Set up off the back. Shoots for a winner right there. Ian Dunn, if he is to get back in game number 2, I think it will all stem from the drive serve. May not be aces, but weak returns, 3-shot rallies, as we just saw a rally ago. Short serve right there. Has to make this lob serve a good one. He does. Set up off the back wall for Ian. This will be an opportunity for Ian once again. Shoots it down that right side with a blast. And another point on the board. Ian Dunn battling back. 3 points in a row now since he took the timeout at 6-1. Now it's 4-6. Great serve right there by Ian. A great reach too, just to get a racket on it.
Krish is he is anticipating Ian's serve very well. It'd be interesting to see if Ian would throw in one to the right, perhaps change it up with Krish on his feet.
Maybe throw up one to the right, mix in a Z, just so Krish can't anticipate, can't jump that serve like you said he's been doing. Up top, Ian Dunn smartly goes back up top. Krish being aggressive, wants to shoot it, and he does. Ian just doesn't track that one down in the left-hand corner. 4-point lead for Krish Thakor over Ian Dunn, who only has 4 points. See Krish mixing one into the right side. I thought he got it. And not exactly sure. Looks like an ace serve was the call by Erica Mania. 2 bounces on before Ian could get a racket on it. Krish set up front court. Having to go to the back wall too many times is Ian Dunn right now.
Beautiful pass shot.
Beautiful pass shot. 1 too many back wall shots from Ian. 10 serving 4. Krish Thakor leads. Saw Ian Dunn right there, maybe trying to crowd Krish a little bit, make his shot uncomfortable. Ian Dunn will take a timeout. We will too. We'll be right back with you here on USA Live. As we take this timeout, we would like to thank some of our event sponsors. Tri-Valley, our presenting sponsor, Team Dovetail. USA Racquetball Premier sponsors, WIS Inventory Solutions, Pen and Gearbox. Our hospitality sponsors, Mania Athletics, Long Ball LLC, Nebraska State Association, RYDF, Reaching Your Dream Foundation, the Commonwealth of Virginia Racquetball Association, Erica Williams, CSAA, the Florida Racquetball Association, the New Mexico Racquetball Association, and the Iowa State Racquetball Association. Thank you for all of your donations, sponsorships, time, and money. Without you, our hospitality here would not be possible for these young juniors, coaches, and athletes alike. Back to the action on the court. Krish Thakor in the service box. Goes up top. Ian Dunn wants to shoot, wants to get aggressive, get some points back on the board. He's in center court now, shooting. Very well defended by Krish Thakor. That shot not executed perfectly by Ian, allowing Krish to shoot it back.
Krish with building the confidence. He's definitely going for that kill.
Off the back wall again by Ian Dunn. I don't like how many he's having to take off the back wall. Could pay off for him here. No, Krish.
Beautiful
great get. Oh, Krish goes down again. Thought he could get it again. Ian Dunn gets himself back in the service box. Great gets right now by Krish Thakor. Getting the ball is one thing. Doing something with it once you've got it is another. Wrap serve right there. Ian Dunn may not have wanted to do it, but it worked out perfectly anyways. 5 serving 12. Dunn in the box. You're Ian Dunn right now. You just want to get 1 point at a time, build some confidence, even if it goes into a breaker. Maybe try to get 11 points. That way you serve first in the tiebreaker. Serving first is a big advantage in a tiebreaker. Ian won't do it with shots like that, though. Skips it in. Krish 3 points away from victory. 12 serving 5. Z from Krish. 3 walls. Rather have that serve, though, be 3 walls than chalk up short and be a setup for your opponent. Krish stumbling into the backcourt, hits the back glass. Ian Dunn able to take advantage, having center court position. Short serve. 5 serving 12. Great shot right there. Krish Thakor steps up and shoots it with ease. Ian Dunn's been nicking that lob all day to prevent Krish from being able to step up. That time he didn't. And Krish Thakor capitalized. Krish a nick this time. Ian sends it back up top. So does Krish. Ian will shoot first. Krish a good get. Ian shooting again. Krish tries to get it, just unable to come up with it. Ian Dunn getting himself back in the service box. Andrew, if you were in Ian's shoes, if you were down 5-12, you won the first game, what's your thought process right now as you're in the court?
Basically, the only thing you can do is try to keep the ball away from him. Ian was making some very good shots earlier, but he seems to be leaving him up just a little bit, and Krish is able to just get there and then force a weak return.
And mentally, are you trying to go 1 point at a time, one rally at a time, just get a good serve in? Are you trying to score 11 points so you serve in the breaker? You trying to win this game? You okay just putting it on cruise control and save yourself for a breaker? What's your mental strategy when you're down?
Well, Ian's in the position where he needs to create the momentum going his way, and so I'd say he needs to score as many points as fast as possible just to try to throw Krish off his game. Because getting 1 point won't necessarily do much for the mentality of your opponent, but getting 3 or 4 in a row, that will definitely get your opponent thinking about the score and possibly shake their confidence.
A great insight right there into a mind of a young junior racquetball player. Good open level players. Game point opportunity number 1 for Krish Thakor. He takes advantage of it. Forehand reverse pinch. Players will take a break between games. So will we. Don't go anywhere. We have the conclusion of this match, our national championship match. Coming up next, the tiebreaker. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here on USA Live.
"15 minutes of racquetball practice before you play isn't going to get you better results. Join our 45-minute drill sessions once a week, and in 3 months, you will be a better racquetball player guaranteed."
Dropping hits, let's get warmed up.
Is this you every day you show up to the club? Do you have no purpose to your training? Do you not get better at racquetball? Hey, you, what the hell are you doing? You want to learn how to train for rows? Alright, let's get after it.
I'm Jessica Parrilla and I play with Gearbox. A great athlete is make about discipline, effort, constance, and before to be a great athlete, you have to be a great person. One of my future goals is be on the top 3 in the professional tour again. I did it once and I think I can go back there. I enjoy the passion of the game. I enjoy the passion of the life, of everything. And I always think like love is the first thing in everything. The things I think, the things I say, and the things I do are on the same line. And enjoy, because we don't know how long we're gonna be here, so enjoy and give love to others as much as we can.
Tired of losing? What if I told you in 6 months we could get you playing the best racquetball of your life? Would you be ready to take the plunge? Come join our training program and stop losing the same players over and over again.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are back for the exciting tiebreaker of our national championship match for the men's 21 and under gold finals. My name is Sam Schultz. I'm joined in the booth with my partner on and off the court, Andrew Gleason.
Krish getting a point right out the box, looking to take a commanding lead.
Chris Thakor, we notice a change of shirt in between game number 1 and game number 2. Now here, in between games 2 and 3, we noticed a change of racket. He was using the Head Radical 170 for the first 2 games. He went up in weight. It's the Head Radical 175, all orange. Ian Dunn staying consistent. Shirt, racket, shoes, changes nothing. Great get from the back of the court. Cracks nice and low on the front. 1 serving 1. As we anticipated earlier, Ian Dunn now yelling, trying to pump himself up, and the crowd appreciates that one. That was nasty. Counts for a point, all the same. Skip serve, I believe.
And Ian's definitely going to appeal that.
A disagree and an agree. The appeal is used. 2 appeals remaining. They get 3 appeals in the tiebreaker, but only 2 timeouts. Tiebreakers played to 11, win by 1. Krish capitalizes on that second serve. 2 serving 1. Krish goes up top. Might like to see him shoot that one. Ian does, but just skips it in. Krish Thakor up 2 points in the breaker. May not feel like a lot normally, but when you shorten the game by a third, every point matters. Every rally matters. Krish Thakor in the service box. It's a little bit wide wrapping serve. Not quite a Z, not quite a wrap. It's a beautiful serve by Krish Thakor. Ian Dunn's just not sure what to do with it. 4 serving 1. Krish in the service box. See if he gets 1 more point here, if Ian Dunn will take a timeout. Won't find out right there, as it's a 3-wall serve, so Krish will have to go back and rely on that lob. The lob up top. Ian Dunn goes up top. Krish wants to stay aggressive and shoots. He does. Overswings, comes off the back. Krish gets a second opportunity. Do we see a timeout here from Ian Dunn? He looks at his camp, gets some instruction. No timeout. Halfway through the tiebreaker, 5 serving 1. So Ian Dunn raising his racket. Players get a combined 10 seconds to put the ball into play. Server and receiver working together. Krish going up top. Ian shooting time and time again, not getting it to work until right there when he does. Krish now in the back of the court. Ian in the front, in the service box. 1 serving 5, down 4, but with the opportunity to score some points. Ian Dunn, unforced errors right now, skipping too much. He's shooting bottom board and he's getting it sometimes, but Krish able to play excellent defense, going back up to the ceiling and getting all the balls Ian's trying to put away. Up top there, Ian overhead shooting, up top again by Krish. Ian will shoot this one. Good get by Krish, goes back up top. Ian up top this time. Can Krish capitalize? No, he goes up top. Ian Dunn shooting, hits Krish, should be an avoidable. We'll see the call. It is. Ian Dunn in the service box apologizing to Krish. From what it looked like, Krish looked like he was going to jump, decided not to, and I believe Ian Dunn thought that Krish the core was jumping as well. 1 serving 5, Ian Dunn in the service box. Short serve. Will Krish step up on this one? He does. Shoots down the line. Krish now in center court. Puts it away. Winner, winner. And now Krish the core back in the service box. He's been getting success with the lob. Ian hasn't done much with it, but go back up top. He'll try the Z. He's gotten a couple aces on this Z wrap that he's been doing. That time just short. Tried to mix one over to the right. Even though it didn't get in, it keeps Ian thinking that Krish is going to mix it up. Krish, good get off the back wall. Just barely skips into the front. Ian Dunn, the drive serve. Great serve by Ian right there. Krish almost got it, wants a screen, no appeal gonna come. That's more a beg the ref out of desperation because I didn't get a racket on it than something he actually wanted to appeal. That was flat right there by Ian Dunn. Looks like he's trying to spark a flame. Trying to get that spark to ignite. Because when Ian Dunn catches fire, there is nothing his opponents can do. It's a great serve. Great kill. Serve, return, kill. 3-shot rally, textbook. Krish the core. Now would not be a terrible time for a timeout. Maybe allows one more point, and then we'll take one. Ian Dunn. Beautiful shot right there.
And Krish is going to appeal that one, and
he's going to appeal for a skip. I saw that good, clear as day. So did Erica, both line judges, and the crowd. 1 appeal used per player. 2 appeals remaining for each. 5 serving 5. Halfway through this tiebreaker to 11. Ian Dunn is heating up. And a skip from Krish. Maybe trying to do a little bit too much, but Ian's making him feel that pressure, making him feel like he has to do a lot. Making him feel like he has to be perfect now that Ian's heated up. Good get by Ian right there. Krish thought it was 2 bounces, held his hand in the air for what felt like an eternity before he decided to go get that ball. Play through the rally, appeal later. The mentality these athletes have to embrace. Beautiful shot right there by Ian Dunn. Forehand reverse pinch and a fist pump as he looks back to his camp. 6 serving 5. Ian Dunn taken all of his games in 2. Krish has taken them all in a breaker. But Ian is catching fire and is looking to end that streak for Krish. Short serve right there. If we get a lob in and it gets into a rally, look for Ian to try to end it quickly. Shooting bottom board. Here we go. Ian Dunn. Boom. Just missing. Skips it in. Good shot selection. Poor execution. Five serving 6. Both of these athletes have both of their timeouts remaining. Short serve right there. See if Ian gets aggressive with this lob now that he's hot. He doesn't. He'll go around the world. Krish gets aggressive. And it pays off for him. 6 serving 6. Goes for the reverse pinch and then the forehand pinch winner. 6-6. Neither of these athletes have taken a timeout yet. It's been a game of runs. Krish up early. 5-1. Then Ian battled back. 6-5. That ball just skipped in. Ian's not happy with himself. Krish, 7-6. Can cut the tension in here with a knife. Everyone's quiet, waiting for something to cheer about. That skip was not it. Ian Dunn back in the service box. 6 serving 7. Momentum hangs in the balance. Dead split between these two athletes. Ian Dunn misses. Miss after miss, and Krish the Core will take a timeout and try to gather himself. We'll take one too. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back here with live action for the men's 21 and under National Championship Final.
The Reaching Your Dream Foundation continues to support the future of racquetball by helping younger players grow both on and off the court.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sam Schultz. I am joined in the booth with Andrew Gleason. We have an amazing match for you here. The men's 21 and under singles final. Who will be crowned the national champion? Krish the Core took the timeout. He's in the service box, leading 7-6. Ian Dunn caught fire halfway through this third game. Went on a 5-point run. Looked like nothing could slow him down until an inconceivable force did. Ian Dunn has cooled off a little bit. Both of these athletes very skilled, very talented. Both of them want to be crowned national champion. Krish the Core right there. Drive serve. Ace. 8 serving 6. 2-point lead over Ian Dunn. Short serve right there by Krish. Suspect on this lob that Ian will wait back, play the smart game, go up to the ceiling. Hasn't been as hot as before. I was wrong. He's shooting down the line. He'll shoot again. That one pays off. A couple of fist pumps there by Ian Dunn. Showing that he's here. He wants to win it. He came to bring home the gold. California may be his home, but he wants to show it off. Both of these athletes reside in California. They want bragging rights over the state. 8 serving 6. Obviously, this is a lot more than just state bragging rights. It's national bragging rights as well. Second serve. Ian shot the first, he'll shoot again. Just missing. Doesn't look like he swung on that second one. Looks like he was just trying to guide the ball into the front wall. Didn't let loose. Krish the core, 2 points away from victory. 9 serving 6. Great Z serve right there. Ace. Looked like it was a 3-wall serve from down here. Ace called by Erica Mania.
And then she retracts the call.
She retracts the call. No appeal even made. Great diving get right there by Ian Dunn. Another diving get into the back glass. Players tripping over each other. What is the call? No call being made. Erica opens the door to the court. And it looks like they will take an injury timeout. As they take a timeout, we will too. We'll be right back on USA Live with any updates we have.
Tired of losing? What if I told you in 6 months we could get you playing the best racquetball of your life? Would you be ready to take the plunge? Come join our training program and stop losing the same players over and over again.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen. The official call on the court was an avoidable, so as you see, that reflects on the scoreboard for Krish. It will be 10 serving 6 when we come back. We have an injury timeout. Both players taking their injury timeout, Krish and Ian. Ian just trying to stretch out his hip a little bit, Krish his legs. Nothing too serious. Both of these young players will be okay. So injury timeout, they get up to 15 minutes to work out what they need, stretch out, whatever they need to do. We will rejoin you when the match continues. It will resume. Both of these players okay, up and walking about the club, just trying to make sure no tightness, no stiffness, no tears. So we'll be right back for the ending of game number 3 to crown our men's 21 and under national champion.
I'm Jessica Parrilla, and I play with Gearbox. A great athlete is about discipline, effort, constance, and before to be a great athlete, you have to be a great person. One of my future goals is be on the top 3 in the professional tour again. I did it once, and I think I can go back there. I enjoy the passion of the game. I enjoy the passion of the life, of everything. And I always think like love is the first thing in everything. The things I think, the things I say, and the things I do are on the same line. And enjoy, because we don't know how long we're gonna be here, so enjoy and give love to others as much as we can.
All right, guys, for the next 4 minutes, we're going to be doing drive serves to the right side. Good job, Bobby. This time, I want you to get lower and use your hips.
Nebraska State Racquetball Association, made up of these 5 sponsors: Dave Anderson, Brian Goracki, Dan Muths, Charlie Pleskotch, and Carrie-Ann Greg Reitmeyer, is proud to promote racquetball in Nebraska and across the country. Good luck to all of the junior participants. Longball LLC sells gearbox equipment. 100% of the net proceeds from sales used to help provide our juniors and collegiate club players with equipment to compete, as well as entry fees for local, state, and national tournaments, as well as attendance at events like USA Racquetball Junior Championships. The Reaching Your Dream Foundation continues to support the future of racquetball by helping younger players grow both on and off the court. WIS Inventory Solutions, Speed, Accuracy, Technology.
"15 minutes of racquetball practice before you play isn't going to get you better results. Join our 45-minute drill sessions once a week, and in 3 months, you will be a better racquetball player guaranteed."
Dropping hits, let's get warmed up.
I'm Jessica Parrilla, and I play with Gearbox. A great athlete is make about discipline, effort, constance, and before to be a great athlete, you have to be a great person. One of my future goals is be on the top 3 in the professional tour again. I did it once and I think I can go back there. I enjoy the passion of the game. I enjoy the passion of the life, of everything. And I always think like love is the first thing in everything. The things I think, the things I say, and the things I do are on the same line. And enjoy, because we don't know how long we're gonna be here, so enjoy and give love to others as much as we can.
All right, guys, for the next 4 minutes, we're going to be doing drive serves to the right side. Good job, Bobby. This time, I want you to get lower and use your hips.
Chris is up 10.
We have about 4 minutes left here in this injury timeout. We see Krish the core on the court warming back up. Ian Dunn's in the back having some work done to his right hip, we believe. Should be back underway for the last couple of points here in game number 3. See Krish the core, as we said before, tripped over Ian Dunn. Both players are okay, nothing super major, but like we said, work being done to Ian Dunn's right hip. Avoidable was the call on the court. So a point for Krish the core. 10 serving 6 when we get back to it. Just about 2 minutes left. We'll be right back in about 2 minutes with live action here from Pleasanton, California, to crown our national champion in the men's 21 and under singles division.
I'm Jessica Parrilla and I play with Gearbox. A great athlete is make about discipline, effort, constance, and before to be a great athlete, you have to be a great person. One of my future goals is be on the top 3 in the professional tour again. I did it once and I think I can go back there. I enjoy the passion of the game. I enjoy the passion of the life, of everything. And I always think like love is the first thing in everything. The things I think, the things I say, and the things I do are on the same line. And enjoy, because we don't know how long we're gonna be here, so enjoy and give love to others as much as we can.
Is this you every day you show up to the club? Do you have no purpose to your training? Do you not get better at racquetball?
Claps heard around the club here. My name is Samuel Schultz. I am joined in the booth by Andrew Gleason. Ian Dunn has returned to the court after taking his 15-minute injury timeout. It is of note that he has not swung a racket during this whole 15 minutes. Chris Thakor has gotten back in the court about 5 minutes ago, been hitting the ball around, trying to stay warm. Ian Dunn trying to fend off match point number 1 by Chris Thakor when he steps back in the court, trying to pump himself up. Looks like he's got about 30 seconds left to get back in the court. Eric Nia letting him know. He's back in the court. He'll take a couple of warm-up swings. Obviously nothing like Krish had, a full 5 minutes to warm up. Ian Dunn just stepping back in the court. Allow him to take a couple swings from each side. Of course, he broke the ball. Too powerful there by Ian. He'll go get a replacement ball. Chris Thakor, see if he can stay mentally focused. Not only is this draining for Ian Dunn, the player injured, the one getting some work done too, but Chris Thakor, you know, he had momentum. He was 1 point away from victory, still is 1 point away from victory, but he has to keep that mental toughness, that mental fortitude. Has to be ready, be sharp. Foot on the gas. Chris Thakor in the service box. 10 serving 6 for the national championship. 3-wall serve. Will it be one on a lob? Krish goes up top. He'll shoot this one. Ian, you can see him hobbling around the court, just unable to get it. Chris Thakor closes it out. Congratulations to him and Ian Dunn. Chris Thakor, your men's national championship for 21 and under singles. Ian Dunn, your runner-up. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in and watching this match. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back here in about 10 minutes with our boys 18 and under singles final. It is Nikhil Prasad versus Joshua Shea. Once again, that will be coming up in about 10 minutes. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in. Signing off for our second to last broadcast of the day is Samuel Schultz and Andrew Gleason. That is all for now from the 2023 USAR National Junior Championships in Pleasanton, California.